Oh, my phone is almost dead. Thankfully, I have a super long USB cord. Uh-oh. There's a fur in my mouse. Could have been Yoshi's, to be honest. Yoshi's still here with us. Alright, so I'm trying to claim this last fire before I start fighting all these Archons.
I got it.
What's the face can probably word that verse, because we need to actually take verse with us to oh, Songbird's Encore. Nice. Oh, but she's using an artifact now, so Time's the bedrock dot the landscape, providing little shelter from the constant wind.
Sorry, can't. Sorry, can't. Can't do that. Sorry, can't. Sorry, can't. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Sorry, can't.
Wait, I don't understand. This location can't be accessed because Verse has left the party? And how come I can't get to this? It says that's the entrance, but I guess it's still inaccessible. Let me see if I can get Verse back in here. I don't know why Verse needs to be in the party, you know. It's kind of silly. On making your way through the wilderness, you come upon several dense shrubs that liberally dotted with crimson berries. Oh, I think we've gone through this before. The fruits are plump and ripe and thin-skinned that give slightly under the pressure of your touch, hinting at the juice within. Budding rose. Yeah. So we're just gonna continue on. If not, we're gonna get sick. Like, I don't understand why Verse has to be in the party. I mean, it's bad enough that Verse has to be there for the fight with Narat, looks like.
At your service, Spacelight. What do you need? Point me in the right direction.
Be seeing you, Fatefinder.
Can't do that.
So why does she have to be here? Oh yeah, oh this area. I mean, we've been here before. Okay, so this is just for the
Sorry,
quest,
can't.
not for the accessibility of the of that door. Sunlight struggles to punch through thick brown clouds, casting long shadows from the jutting spars of black bronze and iron that mark the blade grave. In the hazy distance, you can just make out the squared form of Iron Hearth squatting high on the mountainside. You see the gray smear of smoke against the sky before you reach the fissure. From the lip of the broad gully, you see a handful of what at first glance appear to be bonfires, but from the blackened skeletal limbs protruding from them, you guess that they burn on a field of human fat. The flames mark only a few of the bodies. However, dozens of corpses, perhaps more than a handful, more than a full 100 carpet the land before you. Investigate further. A sickly sweet stench of carrion assaults you as you pick your way up into the crevasse. From above, the bodies seem to be a jumbo motley with no discernible heraldry. You realize as you make your way among the bodies, many wear only ratty letters, only crimson sashes of face paint marking them as conscripts of the Scarlet Corps. For every 10 to 20 members of the Horde, you locate or brutalize this favorite legionnaire, their armor rent in dozen places, their wound enough to kill each 10 times over. It seems that this favorite and Scarlet Corps met in battle here. You suspect that if they were survivors, they belong to the Corps. The disfavored would not have left their fellows to rot beneath the open sky. Scavenge the battlefield. So much money. Scarlet Notebook grouping Jessica. You move among the corpses like a phantom, aligning briefly on each to check hands for rings, scabbards for blades, suits of armor for pieces that have not been entirely wrecked, and of course belts for rings. Your packs, notably heavier, you leave the corpses behind in favor of your destination. Nice. Let's check this area again. See what's up with it. If we can't find an entrance here, then maybe we should just go talk to Narat with Verse. With us. And why is it that you're able to sleep here? Or maybe I'm supposed to just go to sleep. The camp here. The massive stone door towers above you. It looks like this was the actual entrance to the old walls. Okay, so if this was the actual entrance to the old wall, how come I can't get in? How come there's no description, interaction, something where it says, "Oh, you cannot get through because yada yada." You know, it's just like, oh, there's the entrance to the old wall. So then why can't I get through?
Sorry, can't. Sorry, can't.
Oh, it's just a bedroll. Okay. Well, just if I rest here, then this is so confusing.
Sorry, can't.
It's like, yeah, here's the entrance, but for some reason you can't go. You can't get in.
Can't. I've got it. Can't do that.
Alright. Let's go see Narat then. Alright, I'll be right back.
waiting.
This civil war is nearly over, and Ironhearth is vulnerable. That simpleton Ash is no doubt sobbing in his porridge over the soldiers we've killed. You've made quite the name for yourself. No longer the simpering Fatebinder, but an Archon. We couldn't be more pleased. Once Ash has been dealt with, you may return to Cacophony and take your reward. Loyalty as true as yours is worthy of nothing less than the highest honor. A careless mouth can be the death of you, oh so powerful one. But in this case, we find it charming. In response to your question, naturally. There is no higher honor than joining us in the green incandescence. Why not add your voice to our own? Together, we can be splendid indeed.
You aren't worried that this is a bit hasty? Not that I won't come along for the experience, but no one has challenged the Archon of Secrets and survived. I hope you'd thought this through. We've both been here before, haven't we? I'm right back to the day when my sisters died in front of me, only this time I'm truly afraid. Maybe my idiot brother has something to do with it. The last time this happened, I froze. Now I'm more afraid of what happens if we attack.
Listen to her, Fatebinder. She shows wisdom beyond her years.
The Voices of Nerat is a terrifying, centuries-old mastermind, and neither of us have been around as long as him. That point seems worth emphasizing. I really, really hope you understand that he's going to hurt us.
It's true. We promise.
If you're up to it, then I'm with you. I've killed my share of gang bosses, and it doesn't take a genius to know when a leader is flagging and needs to be replaced. No offense, Archon.
None taken, wretched girl. We have never been more proud of you than at this moment. You are everything the chorus strives to become.
So I don't understand why she has doubts now. I thought the whole point of bringing her along was so that she wanted to kill Voices Neurot.
Sounds like a plan to me, boss. I'll sleep a lot better knowing there's one less parasite in the world.
My little spy is right about one thing, you know. You're going to die, screaming. But your awareness will live for eternity, suffering within our magnificence. And you think the Horde will follow you that easily? 1,000 howling mobs will rally around a fledgling Archon whose power and deception belies mediocrity?
No Voices' speech wavers as he noticed. He notices the armed recruits closing in on his position.
Come to us then. We are Legion, and you cannot stand against us all.
Oh no, we're fighting all of them?
Come, gather around and watch us destroy the Fatebinder.
Oh no. Okay, cool. They're just watching. So it might be okay.
Perhaps a change of tactics is needed. What could make this better? Oh, right.
Shit, of course. Immune to paralyze? Okay, motherfucker.
Feels like my bowels are on fire.
Had enough of us. But a little more.
fierce claws.
Anyone else want to tangle with this stone man?
Bleed out, you little shit.
This weapon is entirely worthless.
Jeez.
Pay attention, kids. You might learn something.
Oh, that did nothing.
Help?
The ads just keep coming.
Oh.
No, you keep them on. God damn.
Satisfying. That attack didn't work.
On my That was just luck. Await my signature.
Lord.
Perhaps a change of tactics is in order.
Harsh words would cause more harm than this useless weapon.
Landry, please.
Want to know a secret?
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass.
Harsh words.
Approach us, you insignificant little morsel. We would have a word with you.
The Archon clutches at his robes, the tears of which shine with dim green flame. Say what you would, creature.
Whatever the thoughtless rabble may whisper about this moment, don't delude yourself into thinking you are powerful, that you matter, or that someone out there isn't greater still. We came from nothing. Our deeds defined us to the people, and the people knew us as a monster. Did you imagine we were always flames, voices, and secrets? Think on that. You Archon of misguided decisions.
I could never become like you.
Couldn't you? how much you've changed since this war began. Imagine if you subjected that same pressure to centuries of time. We don't have to wonder, but you do. You have all the time in the world.
Something about this strikes the voices as funny. He begins to laugh. Short bursts develop into violent, uncontrollable spasms of insane joy. The voices lets his hands fall from his robes. The very flames that define him as a shapeless being whip into a frenzy, consuming him as they burn. You hear a distant, incoherent chorus of screams in the back of your head, but as quickly as it rises, it fades into silence. The Archon of Secrets is extinguished before your eyes.
Like this, we were so close!
Is he truly dead? Can I hope that the monster that tormented me will never torment another?
Good riddance, asshole. Shouldn't have screwed with me and my sisters.
Fuck you, you got scared. She kicks the smoldering pile of ashen rags.
So much knowledge was in that hive of a creature. If Narak weren't such a wanted monster, I'd almost shed a tear for his passing. Just think of how many tomes his minds could have filled. Though I suppose most of it would have been sketches of torture and fornication.
The voices in the rods curved and swayed. The blade is elegant in spite of its wicked appearance. Considerable effort has gone into the uniformity of each of the tooth-like notches, suggesting the devotion and intentionality of a true artist. All the same, merely holding the blade overwhelms you with the reality that this instrument has caused suffering on an unimaginable scale. The sword's name would suggest mercy and restraint, but it would be mercy to strike a victim down at once, and restraint would only prolong suffering at the tip of this blade. Better to deliver death quickly than with a gentle touch. Final scream. Okay, so this is not a fact. Blast of confusion. Raise final scream into the air and unleash a chaotic explosion of energy. All nearby enemies are pushed back, dazed, and confused. Duration of affliction scales with the final scream's renown. This scepter has been wielded by the voices in Narad, and by all accounts has never known its second owner until now. Who crafted such a monstrous weapon is a matter of speculation, and it isn't beyond possibility that the voices himself was responsible in some bygone era. Rumors circulate that the screaming mouth at the head contains the agonized howls of the Archon's family, who he tortured to death in the early years of Kairos' dominion as an act of fealty. The earliest mentions of final scream came from a chronicler who attended many of the public executions the voices hosted. After a prolonged interrogation session, the voices would finish his work by unveiling his scepter and bashing in the skull of his victim. Other accounts tell that the Archon of Secrets rooted out treachery in the Empire. He would have final scream delivered a gift, really a warning, to the household of the offender. Within a fortnight, he would pay the traitors a visit to retrieve his property, which often included members of the family. Some have interpreted this behavior as an invitation for the guilty to flee and grant the voices the thrill of the hunt. The open eyes and mouth revealed the core of the Archon's signature green flames, which yet smolder with some semblance of his fractured awareness. So he's already So we'll give it to Tyranny for sure. You got that medicine I need. Make a love, give it to me slowly. Put your hands on my waist, do it softly. In the land of gods and monsters, I was an angel, looking to get fucked up. Like a groupie incognito posing as a real singer. Life imitates art. You got that medicine I need. Most of the chorus has gone already. It didn't take long to see who was going to come out on top.
Sorry.
They were not confident that the Voices in the Rot was going to win. Well, I guess, you know, after seeing the power that we wield, we were able to summon an edict and all that. Not many chorus stayed to fight over the stuff left behind. Must be my lucky day. This is really interesting. To his credit, the Voices sure knows how to make an exit.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Gods and monsters, I was an angel. Many Alpha dies, the pack woman's flee. Means beast woman is free to chase and slaughter, yes? Beast women are strong fighters while easily dominating chorus pack. Will not follow weak pack with no alpha. Will slope back to stone lands.
I got it.
Groupie incognito posing as a real singer.
Can't do that.
Life imitates art. You got that medicine I need. Dope, shoot it up straight to the heart, please. I don't really wanna know what's good for me. Is that considered a... It's not even considered a main quest of Benrian's well. I'm afraid that if we don't resolve this, we might not be able to access that tower anymore, you know. Oh, I forgot that it's faster to go this way.
Can't do that.
My Lord Binder, you have something which requires my attention? What can I do for you? If you would have me travel...
Goodbye to you too.
Fatebinder. I never thought that anyone could get the jump on the voices in Narat. He outlasted most of his enemies and ate the others. He was the great bottomless thing. I just assumed that he would be around forever. And now he's dead. It's hard to believe, really. I'm happy, but he also gave me this life, this name. I hated him, but he was incredible, an artist. What I'm trying to say here is that I'm impressed. You've exceeded my low expectations. Do you think the voices is really dead? If we're being honest with each other, I have my doubts. The voices could scheme 1,000 steps ahead of anyone. I can only imagine that he had something planned for his death, some contingency. It could be so complex that we might never recognize it if we saw it. It might not even happen in our lifetimes, if we're lucky.
What do you need?
She's probably right. Staff of Cairn. This staff resembles the arcane tools wielded by Earthshakers. What separates it from its peers is a fragment of the Archon of Stone fused with Azalith gathered in the Stone Sea. As an expression of Cairn's magic incorporating his body as a component, it is safe to regard the Staff of Cairn as possessing the raw potential of an Earthshaker apprentice in a dormant state. Though Cairn is remembered for his unpredictability and uprising against Kairos, the powers of his staff have achieved a dormant, controlled state. The gem at the head occasionally flickers with violent awareness, but goes still with time. Okay.
At your service, Fatebinder.
Oh, that's
What do you
first.
need?
None of these guys have extra materials for us. Okay. Have we been here before? Let's just double check that, and then we'll go back to the breach and see if we can, if we're able to get through the gates. Oh, I see. This is
Sorry,
yeah.
kid.
Yeah, we've been here before. There's nothing here really. Okay, let's try this one again. Guess perhaps the only way you can get to the spire is by killing Graven Ash.
Can't do that.
Oh, and I forgot to
Sorry, can't.
forgot to rest at the spire actually. Let's just go ahead and do that too. We have to travel all the way there. Okay. Lord. We're wasting so much time. Heavy clouds from overhead and mist-like rain drizzles down, covering your cloak in a spider web of beaded drops. The water clings to Siren's helm like a veneer of diamond, somehow catching and reflecting light in the gloom. The Archon of Song treads the damp road with chin raised, imperiously scowling down her nose at the weather. Just off the road ahead of you, spy a gathering of tents and canopies, a small settlement of the itinerant, bearing no banners or heraldry. Siren pauses, a specter of a grin tugging at the corners of her mouth. Ask Siren if she knows what's going on. She smiles. I would hardly want to ruin the supplier's paybinder. Approach the camp. The Tearsmen have cleared the tall grass from small areas to either side of the road. While there are few true tents, most of the shelters are large canvas tarps suspended from poles or tied off to trees. Bedrolls litter the damp ground, though a few of the larger canopies boast a hammock or two. Men and women in rough spun tunics and woolen cloaks cluster around fires, seeking warmth against the weather. Few look up at your arrival, though those who do immediately come to their feet. Archon, he gasps. One gasps. 10,000 rings? You mean provide them with money? Why would we provide them with money? Bask in their adulation. You raise your arms to either side, palms open and turned upwards as if to catch the rain and welcome the attention of these peons. All around you, Tearsmen rise to their feet. Their murmuring rises a quiet chorus. One of the older peasants blinks at you. Sorry, who are you? Almost as one, the peasants drop to their knees in the wet grass, bowing low and chanting a single name. Siren. Siren smells so sweetly it's saccharine. My adoring public. Demands Siren to explain. He gestures to the gathered throng. They seem to be peasants paying proper respect to their betters. I understand why you would fail to recognize such a thing. Require clarification. She huffs when you demand further explanation. When I abandoned Lithian's crossing, I left these wanderers folk behind. It seems they've come looking for me. Conscript the camp. You inform the peasants there are now members of this chorus, or rather, those who survive will be. Siren glares hatefully at you as you send her former followers to cacophony and the waiting of Archon Seekers. But he's already dead. So there's some issues here sometimes with these random events not matching up with where you're at in the game. That's actually kind of funny.
Yes.
Oh, we can cast an edict again? Okay. Okay, so Edict the Storm is still there. So before we fought the Voices in a Row, we should have cast an Edict. I guess we didn't even need it. So how do I access this tower here? This is so crazy. Oh no.
Will do.
I thought the game crashed. I'll try it one more time here and see if I can get through. Probably not. I just don't understand. If the entrance is right there, why is it that we're not given any kind of options to try and resolve the dilemma? It's just, oh, you see the door. It's an old door to the
Can't do that. Sorry, can't do that.
Oh, and during the day you see like they look like feet and you're going through the crotch area, but
sorry, can't.
I really don't know how to get in here.
Sorry, can't.
Oh. Light emanates from within this massive passageway into the old wall, simultaneously calming what? And imposing to
Can't do
behold.
that.
Wait.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
So why would that be here? Oh. Wow. I feel sad. Oh!
do that. Trouble is afoot. My armor feels...
Filthy hands! Too old for this. Submit to me! That's how it's done.
We've been changing.
Sorry, can't. Can't do that.
This color's changing. And the beauty colors changing. I see the colors changing. And they've been changing. The world those colors changing. The beauty of spring. Oops. The colors changing. The colors changing.
Can't do that.
The colors changing. Baby, changing.
Sorry, can't.
See, the colors changing. Lately we've been changing. By the ways I wasn't loving.
Right.
See that? I'm not entirely useless. That's how it's done. Scholars hypothesize the scourges are born of magic. The old walls is their crash.
Oh.
It's a rare company.
Grovel before me!
That's how it's done.
Okay, that was a good one.
Oh, the smiley weapon is smiley weapon. The final scream is it's not a staff. It's actually a one-handed cudgel or something. Dang.
Such power. Let's put it to use.
It's unclear if this Bane snare was destroyed by the Unbroken trying to get in, or the Bane attempting to escape. Okay.